might be ready. Whoa. Greetings, you nimble bird stickers. I hope you're doing well. My name is Graham, and welcome to the Crack-A-Pack here on LRRMTG. Like and comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. Today, I'm opening a pack of Core Set 2020, which contains the creature Nimble Bird Sticker, which you would be forgiven for forgetting was even a magic card, because I certainly did until I just looked it up. I'm not holding my breath for the end of the episode where we look up the values of these cards, but regardless, I'm looking forward to opening it, and it was given to us by Bryce at MagicCon Chicago 2024, so let's crack this pack. First up, it's a goblin, but only pictured on the card because it's a sorcery. Reckless Airstrike. Single red mana for a sorcery. Choose one. It deals 3 damage to target creature with flying or destroy target artifact. I vaguely recall that this was a fine card to play, because flyers can be annoying. I don't remember a lot about this set. Was this the last core set from the most recent attempt at doing core sets? Was there an M21?
There was, yeah.
Oh, okay. Just don't remember it for other reasons, I suppose. Raise the alarm. The core set alarm. It's 1 and a white for an instant. Make 2/1/1 soldiers. Yeah. Negate. Everyone loves negate. As one, nature lifts its voice to tell you this. No. How many times can you write text for a counterspell before you start just doing this? Which is like, card says no. It's 1 and a blue and counter target non-creature spell, in case that was unclear. Man, this Magali Villeneuve art for negate is gorgeous. And I'm glad that they have Magali doing stuff other than just draft playables. Sanitarium Skeleton is next. It's a single black mana for a 1/2 skeleton, and for 2 and a black, you can return it from your graveyard to your hand. Hey, did you ever set up or get stuck in your opponent's annoying Sanitarium Skeleton loop? Yeah. Honestly, it was 4 mana to do the whole loop, but games in this format went long and you could do that. You could just block with it and keep bringing it back or use it to sacrifice fodder. Probably sucks for the skeleton, but speaking as the planeswalker, and you also are a planeswalker, as well as being a, what did I say? Reckless bird sticker? Nimble bird sticker. I saw that. I've looked it up on my phone. I was like, no, what are creatures in this set? I would swear to you I've never seen that card before. I hope it's in here. Gift of Paradise is next. 2 and a green for an enchantment aura, enchant land. When Gift of Paradise enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life, and the enchanted land has add 2 mana of any one color. And the art features the widest horns on any kind of ungulate I have ever seen. How does it navigate those trees? I assume it just stays close to the river. I love that they're being watched from across the river by what look like giant house cats, who do not seem interested in eating them, presumably because this is paradise and food is plentiful. It's post-scarcity for the Widehorns. Love that for them. Bone-clad Necromancer. That seems like a waste. Surely you should animate those bones. Why wear them when you can hit people with them? You're a necromancer, right? Alternately, here's a different riff on the name of this card. Use whichever one you prefer. Aren't all necromancers bone-clad? I mean, wouldn't they just... It's like the uniform, right? Isn't that part of it? Anyway, 3 black for a 3/3 human wizard, and when it enters the battlefield, you can exile a creature card from a graveyard, and if you do, you make a 2/2 zombie. This card's sweet, by the way. As a common, it's 5 mana for 5 power and 5 toughness across 2 creatures. Yeah. Boneclad Necromancer was a reasonably high pick for a common in Core Set Draft. Undead Servant. Right, there was a lot of cards that made 2/2 zombies in this set. 3 and a black for a 3/2 zombie, and when it enters the battlefield, you make a 2/2 zombie for each card named Undead Servant in your graveyard. So the trick there is on its own, it's a 3/2 for 4, which is bad. But if you have multiples of these, you could do some silly nonsense. I never really saw that happen, but I'm sure it did to someone somewhere, and I salute you. Pacifism. 1 and a white for a creature enchantment, and it says this creature can't attack or block, but it can, apparently, knit, which is very cool. I love this giant has gauntlets made of shields. I'm glad that they've taken up knitting, because I would simply run the other way. Hey, pacifism's always a good idea. Wait, no, that was a complete sentence. We're fine. Moving on. Dawning Angel. 4 and a white for a 3/2 flyer, and when it enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Sure, it's overcosted for the creature that it is, but you gain some life. 4 life is a reasonable amount of life, and there was a black-white deck in this format that cared about life, and Dawning Angel was probably too expensive for that deck. But you know, if you had to run one, you weren't like crushed about it. Into the uncommons already, we've got Ogre Siegebreaker, 2 black-red for a 4/3, and for another 2 black-red, activated ability, destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Hey, it's that ability, but repeatable. If you've got tokens, it's like, hey, I'm going to attack you with my 1/1, and they're incentivized not to block it, because you'll just activate this and kill it. The threat of activation on Ogre Siegebreaker is huge. Noxious Grasp is next. 1 and a black for an instant. Destroy target creature or planeswalker that's green or white. You gain 1 life. I remember that this core set had a small cycle of cards that were sort of like a throwback to really early Magic, where they just had like very directed color pie hate, and I thought it was kind of neat. Overcome. 3 green for a sorcery. Creatures you control get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. You can name it what you want, but Overrun is still a way to win games of Limited. So yeah, Overcome was still a very strong card. There's so many cards left. I'm going to go from the back now. We've got a zombie token, which is handy because we're going to need a bunch of those. We've got a mountain, and I assume we have a foil? We do, and it's Ferocious Pup. 2 and a green for a 0/1 wolf. Him so small, but so angry. And when Ferocious Pup enters the battlefield, you make a 2/2 green wolf creature token. So that's, already Ferocious Pup works really well with Overcome, because it's 2 bodies, and one of them is a 0/1, but you don't care if you're giving them +2/+2 and trample. So that's sweet. Let's see how our rare interacts with that plan. It doesn't at all. It's Drakuseth, Maw of Flames. 4 red. Yes, that's 7 mana for a 7/7 flying legendary dragon. Whenever it attacks, it deals 4 damage to any target and 3 damage to each of up to 2 other targets. So you get to kill stuff, you get to take some of that damage upstairs if you want. Like, you can, in some situations, Drakuseth was killing 2 creatures and hitting for 11. Which is why it's 7 mana, 3 of them green. Yeah, I'm gonna first pick Drakuseth, obviously. No, Drakuseth is legitimately hard to cast, but legitimately a very powerful card in this format. Why do I remember M20? There's a lot of wasted brain meats up there. In terms of value, the whole pack is worth $2.20, and 2 different cards are worth almost the same, like nearly 80 cents. One of them is Drakuseth at a little under 80 cents, but up at 80 cents, worth more than Drakuseth for reasons that neither of us can explain, is Foil Ferocious Pup. It's Wolf Commander is... I've said this before on this show many times. Whenever there's a card where I'm like, why is that worth that much? The answer is Commander. So I have to assume that it's some sort of go wide wolf mander nonsense. In which case, awesome job. I'm excited that you're doing that. I'm still going to take Drakuseth if this was draft, but it was also given to us by Bryce at MagicCon Chicago 2024. So thank you, Bryce. Because, when I started the pack, I was like, I don't remember much about this format. And by the end of the pack, I was like, right, I lost to Drakuseth a lot. Hey, thanks everybody for watching Crack a Pack. I've been Graham with James on Tech. Matt edits these, Jordan helps out, Heather gets them online, and you, most critically, have been here watching. Some of you also support us directly through our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, or by becoming a member on this YouTube channel. All of these things are possible. But pick one. You don't have to. It'd be silly to spread it around, but we do appreciate if you are able to directly support us. And if you're not, thanks for being here. Yeah, that's all. See you next time. Bye.